All right, so I just watched the Jurassic World Rebirth movie, and if I have to be my honest opinion, I'm pretty happy with it. I just need to say that there's a few things that disappointed me, especially concerning the D-Rex, but I'll get into that. First of all, it was quite fun. All the introductions to all the dinosaurs when it came, like all the new ones especially, it was done pretty well. It's really nice to see that the one scene I was looking forward to the most, the Spinos and the Moser, was quite early. But hopefully you guys have watched this, by the way, beforehand, so a little bit of spoiler warning. So I'm happy to see that was quite early, and then yeah, I just need to also bring to mind that the D-Rex, I was quite disappointed to see how little it is in the film. But I mean, I don't know, bringing in new concepts to something that's been going on for 30 years or however is probably going to be a challenge to introduce something new, and all the fans are going to be like, oh no, what are you doing? But I am very grateful for the opportunity to actually watch the film. That was actually really fun. I do this typical, like, oh, the guy in the beginning that seems cool, he's like, oh no, he's the bad guy kind of trope. I mean, it's been going on for years, but honestly, I had a great time watching it. If you haven't watched it yet, by the way, do make sure to check it out. I will say the most fun part was the mosasaur scene. I enjoyed that quite a lot. The you feel the tension of every single part, like all the characters, like, oh no, any single second you can get eaten. The one guy that was a little bit of a douchebag got eaten. That was fun. Felt a bit cool. But I mean, yeah, the mutadons are dope. I just need to say that they're so sick. I didn't expect them to be able to fly, even though that wings, so it could have been obvious, but it was really cool to see them. I had a good time with it. I definitely think it's better than the previous two movies by far. Sorry about that. But I mean, it was really fun. Yeah, keeping it on jumping between the two casts with the family when they were separated and stuff was a little bit like breaking the tension a little bit between the groups. Like, oh no, this was happening with this group, and then you get stuck in with the situation they're in, and then all of a sudden, now we're here with these people. What do we do? But yeah, I had a great time watching it. It was really fun. I watched it alone, so I don't know. I would have been an experience with someone else, but I definitely do think that they've stepped it up since the previous movies. And I think that everyone's done such a good job with the acting. And that actually, yeah, I think the movie did focus. I just want probably my last point, but I just need to say it did focus a little too much on the people instead of the new creatures that they've introduced in the film. But I mean, what are we going to do? It's not like we're going to be able to change their mind. I would have liked to see more of the D-Rex for sure. I honestly think if I had to count in minutes how long the D-Rex was in the, like, on showcase, it was 5 minutes, under 10 minutes for sure. Like, barely there. I was hoping to see it fight the T-Rex. We barely got to see the T-Rex. We saw it for a little bit. The T-Rex scene was also sick, by the way. It was so cool. But I am a little sad about how little of the D-Rex we got to see. And the T-Rex looked massive, so I was hoping for a brawl between the two. The D-Rex and the T-Rex, to see a fight. That would have been so cool. But I mean, what can I say? They just, maybe they ran out of budget, maybe they just like, oh, I didn't think of it. It would have sucked, but it would have been dope. I don't know what I just said, but it would have been a dope fight scene. It would have been sick. But also the last minute people getting saved trope is also a little bit annoying. You never really feel the tension of, oh no, the main character in danger, because last second you know something's going to happen, or they're going to just get out of the way where they're safe. I also love the Titanosaurus scene. That was majestic. That was a good use of, and like prelude back to the original with the long neck. Actually, I can't think of what it's called now. The Brachiosaurus. There you go. And there's a bunch of things, especially there's also a scene, a clip where they are in a shop with the mutadons, and that's just a cut back to the original movie with the velociraptors and the kids. It's the same kind of thing, but it was still, they added their little extra birds going into a vein, like a drainage tunnel, making their own plans. But I do think there was a few things they could have made better. More dinosaurs, obviously, focus more on the creatures, because you brought us to a new island and now you're not telling us anything about them. You're not going to give us extended scenes on them. We just feel a little bit disappointed. I do hope that they will, in the future movie, if they make another one with these same creatures, that they do give us more on them, because I feel like it's going to keep us hungry for them. So maybe they did it on purpose to hype up the next movie, maybe, because we did not get enough of the D-Rex or the Mutodons. Actually, we got more of the Mutodons than we did of the D-Rex, and I thought the D-Rex was the face of the movie. So I'm a little disappointed, but I will say it was a good watch. It was fun. I 100% do think you should go watch it if you haven't yet, and go watch with your family as well, or friends, or whatever. It'll be a good time. Also, I just want to bring up also about the part where the T-Rex is all of a sudden just like uppercutted, caught the helicopter out of the sky. I'm like, how close did they get to the ground? Like, why were they so close to the ground? It makes no sense. It was so weird to just see it just all of a sudden, oh, now it has the helicopter in its mouth. We didn't see any damages to it. It just all of a sudden just came out the mist, helicopter in its mouth. There's a few inconsistencies, but it's still cool to see. But I just wish that instead of that happening, there would have been a fight with the T-Rex and the D-Rex between the two. That just should have happened. It was obvious, but yeah. Oh well. It is what it is, I guess. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Yeah, but let me know if you've watched it. Let me down know. Sorry, I'm just having a spasm. But let me know down in the comments if you have watched it, what your thoughts on the movie are, and if you agree with anything I've brought up. Unless you maybe have a different idea of what I say. If you have a different opinion, let me know. I'll be down to see it. But anyways, I'll check you guys in the next video. Peace out.